we're going to dive right in, Melissa, by asking you, for anyone who is new to Gestalt, would you explain in your own words what makes it so powerful and different from traditional talk therapy?
You bet. If I can, I'll backtrack just a little bit. My own childhood was full of trauma. My parents divorced. They had a contentious, horrible relationship. And I say, by the grace of God, the first therapist I ever went to was a gestaltist. So I just got lucky, right? And went to somebody who used this methodology with me. And it was so powerful, so life affirming and changing, just rerouted my brain. I was about 20 years old at the time. And I fell in love with it right there because I didn't want to have to practice what I was going to say to the therapist and then say it to the therapist and then rethink about what I said to the therapist and then think about what I'm going to say to the next therapist. It's exhausting, right?
Mm,
So for me, Gestalt is an experience. It is a format that allows whatever's unfinished within us, whatever's unspoken, to come out from the subconscious and be made whole.
mm.
So when we do that, we are less reactionary in the world. We now can have healthy responses in the world. So Gestalt is the most powerful, quick, efficient way to go about that.
I can definitely affirm that with 20 years of traditional therapy, and nothing changed my life like this did and continues to do so because
Right.
of, I think, that awareness that you now carry, that, when the trigger arises, you stop and what are
Right.
you trying to tell me? Where is this coming from? And you
Right.
don't, I don't, yeah, I don't squash things down anymore. I bring them up, I
Good.
speak to it, and I can then, as you said, respond and not react to things, which just typically causes a crap show, usually.
Right. Right.
That you're
Exactly.
you're
Exactly.
cleaning up the mess later. Oops.
Exactly. That's
And
good.
you've trained with Joseph Zinker and Sonia Nevis, two
Yeah.
giants in Gestalt therapy. How
Yeah.
did those experiences shape your personal approach to healing?
Well, I continued my own personal Gestalt work. Then I decided I wanted to be a psychotherapist. So I went back to college, got my psychotherapy degree, began a practice in psychotherapy. And of course, then I learned what they expected me to do, which was the talk therapy format. I don't fault that because it gives an intellectual understanding to people. So if people have done talk therapy or they are a talk therapist, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just it gives you a brain understanding. It doesn't clean up the cells of your body. It doesn't clean up what's underneath all of that mental understanding. So I went back to who I saw as a Gestaltist and said, how can I train in this? And I began training in it. Then Joseph Zinker, bless his heart, just a brilliant, brilliant, lovely man in the world. He was going around the country to different Gestalt institutes. This was probably late 1980s, right in there. That century back there. And we didn't know he was doing it, but he was working with different people in training. And he selected 12 people from around the United States. And we got a fax because it was fax machine era. We got a fax inviting us to come train with him. And the 12 of us did. And we met him in Boca Raton. We met he and Sonia in Cape Cod, just different places to go do an additional about 400 hours of actual practice time with him. So it's just changed my life. It was amazing. And he knew I would become a trainer of Gestalt. He could feel that in me.
Mm.
And I'm really happy I got the chance to be trained by him back in the day and
And
take his work and Pearl's work forward.
sure. And so are many of us who have reaped
Thank you.
the benefits of it.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you,
Yeah.
thank you.